फोन करते हैं लेकिन अगले फोन करते हैं तो साथ में काम किया ऐसे पता नहीं कुछ जानकारी तो होनी चाहिए। चेक चेक I hope I'm audible. Yeah, some indicator is showing some sign. Yeah, we will do some practice because I got to know that some of you are finding some difficulties in understanding. तो कुछ लोगों को समझने में we can't unmute ourselves. Allow participants to unmute. Yeah, now you should be able to unmute. Yes. Okay. Yes. So there are different materials available, very, very good material available for practice. So we will see one such material, actually probably the best material available. That is, some of you might have heard about, this is called Khan Academy. Khan Academy. So it not only has exercises in basic statistics, their exercises are also graded. Yeah, their exercises are also graded in the sense, first you will get easy questions, then little difficult like that. So you can get very simple questions also like this. I'll share the link as well, so that even after the class you can explore further. I've shared the link in chat. So this is a very, very simple. You're able to see the screen. Unfortunately, probably not be able to. Okay. Here also it is. Are you able to see this question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is one of the very easy questions. So you have to calculate the mean in this. Anybody who is not clear about this, what to do here? It represents number of children in a household. एक किसी छोटे से सोसाइटी में कितने फैमिली कितने बच्चे हैं वो ये बताया जाता है. So you have to find the mean number of children, that is average children. How you will add everything. So 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So it becomes 6, right? 6, and there are 5 families. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 families. So average number of children is 6 by 5. Also 6 divided by 5. And this portal's system is very advanced in a way. Even if you write 65, it should accept, I think. Let us check. Yeah, good work. Even if you have not calculated the decimal, that is 1 by 2, still it will detect, still it will recognize your answer. It's almost like a human being. Almost like a human being. Okay. आप किसी human being को जैसे मुझे आपके आंसर दोगे, I'll accept this. Yeah. Similarly, their system, their algorithm will also answer that. Accept that. Yeah. So you can do a couple of questions like this. The following table shows the number of alligators. Alligators are like crocodiles, magarmach जो होते हैं. Alligators in each body of water near Tom's house. So these are lakes name, small lakes name. Bite Swamp is one lake, Chomp Lake. Danger River is probably a small river. Reptile Creek is again a small lake or river. So इतने मगरमच्छ है उन सारे lakes में, हर एक lake में. इसमें 7 है, इसमें 0 है. So find the mean number of alligators. Again, you will sum this up and divide by the number of lakes. Number of lakes here. Yeah, this will give the mean number of alligators. So, Yeah, so do this.
28 divided by 4.
Yes, 28 divided by 4, that will be 7, isn't it? You write 7 or you write 28 divided by 4, it will detect. It will recognize. Good work. Yeah, see, so such encouraging message also, it will keep flashing. Yeah. And once you log in, I'm already logged in. Yeah, I like this portal. It started in around 2010. So whenever I want to revise, I use this portal. It's a very nice way of revising things, of understanding things. So like this, these problems you can solve. Anybody having problems in this? Anybody was clear? किसी को इस क्वेश्चन के बारे में कोई डाउट था कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Yeah. If you have किसी को कोई डाउट होता है तो चैट में आप भी बता सकते हो. So, go to the next. ठीक है, मीडियन का भी एक देख लेते हैं. So, I mean, connection actually is all right, but through Zoom, when we try to share something, it takes a little more time. Still, I hope it will open. Yeah. So this is the question. Again, I will try to enlarge it a bit. So the following data points represent bookings. Each customer at one screen Sunday shop. So it's a ice cream shop. One screen Sunday shop. Put on their ice cream. Sort the data from least to greatest. Number of toppings means जो बेसिक आइसक्रीम को जो हम सजाते हैं, चेरी डालते हैं, कोई काजू, कोई किशमिश डालता है, कोई इनमें से बहुत कुछ साथ में डालता है. सो नंबर ऑफ टॉपिंग्स, कितने चीजें लोग साथ में डालते हैं. कोई 8 चीज साथ में डाल रहा है, कोई 3 टॉपिंग साथ में डाल रहा है. Somebody is choosing only one topping, somebody 4, 8, like that. So we want to find out the median number of toppings. Median number of toppings. So
7 divided by 2.
तो इसमें डिवाइड नहीं करना है, इसमें we are to find median number of toppings. So now we are not calculating the average or mean, we are calculating the median.
Sir, because there are 8 numbers, so
8 numbers, yes. 8 numbers. Median, first thing you should do is what? When you are to find out the median by hand, what would be the first step?
Range in ascending order.
Yes, arranging ascending order. I think some of you have already answered that also in class when we were discussing that for the first time also. Yes, so arrange in ascending order. So if you arrange in ascending order, how will it look? I'll open a white. अच्छा, यहाँ पर पेन क्यों दिखा रहा है? अच्छा, it becomes a whiteboard. Ah, okay. Oh, then I erase this. Erase these. Yeah. So when you want to arrange in ascending order with 1, 1, there are 2, 1. Then see there is 1, 2. So स्मूथली ऑपरेट नहीं कर सकते इसको. 2, 3, then there is 3 and only one 3. Then there is 4 and only one 4. Then there is directly 7. 7 and then there is 8.
Sir, 8 is
1,
2 times.
2. Yes, correct. Very good. 8 is 2 times. Okay. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 8. How many numbers? 3, 6, 8. Okay. So we want to find the middle value. So, not unfortunately, coincidentally, this is even number of values. 8 is an even number. So we will take the middle two values and take their average. So average of 3 and 4. That is 3 plus 4 3 plus 4 divided by 2. That is 3.5. So here we will write 3. Okay. Now suppose if it was odd number of values. Suppose this last 8 was not there. To make it odd number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Then there was only 7 values from here to here. Then in that case, if we to find the median, we have taken this 3. Because this is the middle value. 3 on this side, 3 on left side, 3 on right. 3 is the middle value. But here we have even number of values, that is the last 8 also we have. This is the yeah, that should load. Okay. Am I to arrange? Achha. First I need to solve this. So now we have arranged. Yeah. Now it's ready to check. So much of what has gone into making this. कितना सोच समझ के बनाया गया है. Yes, nice work. Okay. 3 more. So medium, I think, is it will require some more practice. Yeah. So let us take one more problem. The following data points represent the number of spots on each giraffe that lives in the Cruton Plains. Cruton Plains is a place. एक जगह का नाम है. So इसमें जिराफ पे कितने वो धब्बे हैं. जिराफ के बॉडी पे धब्बे होते हैं. तो कितने धब्बे होते हैं किस जिराफ में एक जन ने काउंट किया है. तो that is what these are the numbers they have come up with. एक जिराफ में 226 धब्बे थे. Another giraffe had 221 spots. One had 174 spots, like that. So now we want to find the median spots. So again, we will do the same thing. We will arrange first from least to greatest. So least here is 174, then 185. You have the link. You have the link in your chat. Okay, you can do this. You can also go to screen and you can do this also.
Sir, 194 will come after 185.
Ah, yes. 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 In order. Yes. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now odd number 9. So directly if we go to the fifth one is the middle one. 4 on left and 4 on right. So 203. Median number is 203. Good work. One more median or shall we move on? Okay, let's take one median. Yeah. So the following data points represent the number of students in each teacher's class at this school, Dodger Middle School. Sort the data and find the median class size. Median class size. Sort the data. Sorting lowest to highest. Then how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now again even number. So there won't be any middle value. So we will take the two middle values and take their average. So the two middle values is the fourth value here and the fifth value here. That is 17 and 21. So their average will be 17 plus 21 is 38 and 38 divided by 2 will be 90. Right. Let us see if we have got it right. If you want, when you are practicing on your own, जब आप घर में अपने आप कर रहे हैं, तो see this also shows up after you try once. See step-by-step solution. You can click here and see all the steps. Of course, this is a very simple problem, but in complicated problem also it will help you to see step by step. Okay, now let's do something other than median. Mean, median, mode is very easy to calculate, but let us see some mixed problem. Okay, let us do one problem in mode. These are our examples. What is the mode of the following number? I hope you are able to
Sir,
see
4.
the screen. Yes. Why? Because 4 is there 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So mode is the number, the value with highest frequency. So here it is 4. And when we check, it says correct. Right. Next exercise, I think this is the exercise. Just waiting. Yeah, wait a second. Okay, this is a straightforward problem. Just looking for next problem. Very nice next problem. Just a second. Okay, let us see arithmetic mean of the Boolean numbers. 7, 7 plus 6, 20. 17 straightforward question. I'm waiting for some next questions because they are also there somewhere hidden. Choosing the best measure. This is the switch. Yeah. So know about 3 ways you can choose measures of central tendency. What is the measure in what situation? So for revising that, for understanding that, that is understanding actually. Mean, median, mode we have understood. After that, you should understand when to use what. Yeah. So see, this is mean and median both try to measure the central tendency in a data set. The goal of each is to get an idea of typical value in a data set. The mean is commonly used, but sometimes the median is preferred. Because they have given an example, they call team 6 members at the scores below in their most recent program. What is the mean score? So, of course, here you will calculate the mean, that is, you will total this and calculate the mean. In practice that we have done these scores. Now, what is the interpretation of this? What answer you will get, that is the middle point in the set of scores. That is half the team score higher than the mean and half the team score lower than the mean. That is the interpretation. So you have to choose the correct answer. It represents the average score. If each golfer had scored the same, they each would have scored the mean. Which one is correct? Now this is a little bit tricky. मीन तो आपने कैलकुलेट कर लिया, उसका मतलब क्या है? मीन समझिए जो भी आया है, suppose what will be the mean? You can actually do that. Suppose here calculate. Somebody was asking whether we will be using a calculator. You're not the calculator. Me. How much? 6. 6. So this is 4 plus 8, 9, 10. So it becomes 38. 16. So this is the total. And average is 6 times of 6. Check. So this is 81 means. Now it is asking for the interpretation. 81 means what? Mean that half the people scored less than 81 and half the people scored more than 81. Is it true? You can check. We are saying mean is 81. You can see this original data. Does it mean that half the teams, that is 3 teams scored less than 81 and 3 teams scored more than 81? Is it like that? That is the first sentence. The first sentence हमको वही बोल रहा है. हमको ये डिसाइड करना है कि ये सेंटेंस सही है या गलत है. फर्स्ट सेंटेंस बोल रहा है जब वो अपने मीन 81 कैलकुलेट किया है, इसका मतलब ये है कि आधे टीम्स ने 81 कम स्कोर किया है, आधे टीम ने 81 से ज्यादा स्कोर किया. The data is in front of you. What do you think? The first sentence is correct or not? Somebody has written in chat. Okay. What do others think? ये समझ में आ रहा है? Is this clear what we are doing now? We are trying to interpret the mean. Mean is 81 means what? We are trying to interpret that. ये समझ में आ रहा है? Yes, students. Check. Yes, Abhishek, Danish, Evan has replied, Harish, Kartiki, Pradeep, Shreya, Vaibhavi, Vidhan.
Yes, sir.
It is clear, right? Yes. So you should be able to interpret also. 81 मतलब क्या है? 81 मतलब है ये. Average score 81 है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप लोगों ने 81 कम स्कोर किया होगा या और आधे लोगों ने ज्यादा किया होगा. ये उसका मतलब नहीं है. इसका मतलब ये है कि एवरेज स्कोर 81 है. अगर सभी ने एक ही स्कोर किया होता तो वो 81 होता. Of course, we can check and it says correct. It represents the average score if each golfer had scored the same they each would have scored the mean. Yeah. Then median. Yeah. So इसी data का median क्या होगा? This is already arranged in ascending order, fortunately for us. Yeah. So what will be the median of this data? I will take 1 minute, then will 350. 315 का median we are talking about. This question part 2. What will be the median of this data? Mean we found out to be 81. What is the median? Yes, 75. Very good. So how 75? These are even number of values. So we will take the middle two values, which comes to be this third value, which is 74, and fourth value, which is 76. And then take the average of these 74 and 76. That comes out to be 75. Now let us check if it is correct. Yes, it is correct. Now the interpretation. Yeah, it is not enough. What is the interpretation of the median? There are two options given. It is the average score, that is each golfer had scored the same. They would have each scored the median. Then the next option is it is the middle point of the set of scores. Yes, I think some of you watched understood this. Yeah, it is the middle point of the set of scores. It is half the team scored higher than the median and half the team scored lower than the median. So second option is definitely correct. That is the meaning of median. Yes, we have checked. So what is the best measure of center? Now we did calculate both the mean and median, and from the data we know that again looking at the data we know that there is no mode. Every value occurs once. Yeah. So there is no mode. So we are not calculating the mode. This should also be clear that not all data sets will have a mode. हमेशा हर डेटा सेट का मोड होगा जरूरी नहीं है. ओके, अगर कोई पॉइंट बार बार रिपीट हो रहा है तो वो उस डेटा पॉइंट वो उस डेटा सेट का मोड है. जरूरी नहीं है कि हर डेटा सेट का कोई ना कोई मोड होगा. मोड नहीं भी हो सकता. So in this data set there is no mode. So we are not calculating the mode. Mean and median we could calculate and we have calculated. Now in this case, this is very important. In this case, what is the best measure of central tendency, or what is the best measure of center? Ab बताइए. Now special points. Anybody who is able to answer. You have an answer option in the forms of fill in the blanks. There are two blanks here. The dash best describes the scores of the team. because the batch is higher than almost all of the scores in the data set. There is a chat. This is the last problem for today. If you answer correctly, we'll end. I hope all of you got how good this platform is for practice. Not only for statistics, if you have any problem in maths, such practice exercises and maths also. It's pretty a cricket team of 11 people. 114 because it's the largest value. Okay. Any other answers in the project? ये समझ में आया तो सब कुछ समझ में आया. At least measures of central tendency में. If what is to be done here is clear, then that means you have understood everything in measures of central tendency. Okay, that you have to decide. Anybody? Danish, Kanshri, anybody? Kiki, Harish, Shreya. I think some of you have never spoken. Devin, I have heard a couple of times, and two of your friends came. Two of you came for books. Hamza and was it Harish or was it Devin? Shall we discuss the answer then? Shall we discuss the answer? Check. Check. Why are you so silent? Yeah, so probably we are missing, all of us are missing Chetan sir for the school. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. May not be something final. Yes. Anybody? Okay, anybody other than they say something. The whole class, they were only speaking, giving responses. Yes. So the best answer in this case, yeah. So here look at this data. We want to find a number which represents this entire data set. Because of this large value, what it will do, it will affect the mean. It will affect the mean or average, but it will not affect the median. Median calculate करने के लिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं? सिर्फ बीच के दो वैल्यू का हम एवरेज ले रहे हैं. So when there is just one or two outliers, these very big or very small values are called outliers. If there was a 2 or 3, that also we would have considered a outlier, very small value, 2 or 3. So when there is an outlier or just one or two outliers, we use the median. Median is a better representation of this entire data set. Yeah. When there is an outlier, we use the median and not the mean, because the outlier will affect the mean. Because so the median best describes the scores of the mean, because the mean is higher than almost all of the scores of the data set. Because mean अगर लें जो कि 81 है, वो सारे ही data set से higher है, बस एक 114 से higher है. Actually, at the second place, I would have put the last value, the position of the value. The median best describes the scores of the team because the sixth value is higher than almost all scores in the data set. Much higher than almost all the scores in the data set. The sixth value is the outlier, much higher than the rest of the values. So mean is not a good representation in this case. It is median. So I hope you got a good practice, at least one set of practice for measures of central tendency. We have the source now. Yeah, in the next session, we will do some problems in measures of dispersion. And for that also we can use the same source, the source number, sample and population standard deviation. Some of the problems here. I'll post this link on the chat. Please do share it with everyone who is not there today. I think some of you are who are regularly not paid, unfortunately. Maybe let's say second class. More practice and do well, keep some understanding. Those interpretation questions, I hope you also realize they are the most interesting ones. So we can wind up for today. All right. All right. Bye bye, everyone. See you again. Friday's class won't be there because you have the Dussehra holiday.
Bye, sir.